Hi Virgo, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your May 2019 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising signs. So Virgo, for this reading, I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot. I also will be pulling you a career-focused oracle, a love and relationship-focused oracle, and then a health and well-being-focused oracle as well. Virgo, let's see. All right, Virgo, so the overall energy for you guys for the month of May 2019 is Temperance. It's very nice. So balance for some of you, very significant. Maybe something in your life has been out of balance, and here in May, you're moving towards maybe bringing in that balance. That could be something you're working on for some of you. Let's see here. Temperance for some of you Virgos could also be maybe you taking your time with something. If you were going through like an emotional matter here in May, your emotions could even be balancing out for some of you. You feeling more balanced. Okay, so we have Temperance. Underneath, I have the Knight of Swords. We have the Three of Wands. And then the Ten of Wands. So some of you might have been very focused on the future. You might have been putting a lot of time and energy into something. Could have been stressful for you with the Ten of Wands. Very interesting. I'm just seeing what I'm getting here with this Virgo. So with the Knight of Swords and Three of Wands, maybe some of you were focused on something in particular, putting, again, a lot of time and energy into something, but it wasn't easy with that Ten of Wands. It certainly wasn't easy. And here with Temperance, again, it's like everything's balancing out. Now, maybe some of you have dropped a heavy burden here or some of those responsibilities. Oh, that's interesting. So if I keep going here, underneath this Ten of Wands, we have the Devil. So for some of you, maybe you are cutting out something in your life that's no longer serving you with the Devil, something you've outgrown or something that isn't good for you, whether that be like a toxic relationship or a living situation, a work situation. So some of you, you know, maybe you're ready to charge forward. Maybe you're leaving a difficult situation behind. That was maybe something here in April, the month prior, that you could have been working on. With that Three of Wands, maybe planning for some of you, figuring out what you want or what's best for you, and then, you know, putting that energy into that. So yeah, very interesting. Right here at the center, and this is at the start of the month, we do have the Knight of Pentacles crossed by the Ten of Pentacles. So for some of you, it could be a living situation because we have the Ten of Pentacles here, which can speak about property, real estate, family matters. Knight of Pentacles, for some of you, could be you planning. He's very thorough. He's someone who really pays attention to the details. So some of you could be planning. Again, maybe thinking about your future. Here with the Ten of Pentacles, planning for you and your family, maybe where you're going to live, things like that, or something with a property, with a home. Knight of Pentacles, again, he's someone who's very thorough. He's someone who moves forward at his own pace. And with Temperance here and this Knight of Pentacles, you, Virgo, could be taking your time with something. Other Virgos, you could be dealing with this energy, which could be something happening gradually. You making that slow but steady progress. Now, this Knight always reaches his goal. So just keep that in mind. Some of you could be moving towards this great abundance with the Ten of Pentacles here. You know, this is financial abundance, prosperity, but it's also, you know, an abundant family life, you know, having a lot to be thankful for. So some of you, maybe this is what you're manifesting, this is what you're moving towards. You do have a couple of 10s here in the spread, so some Virgos that I'm reading for, a cycle could definitely be completing. At your foundation, I have the Knight of Cups. So that's interesting. There's a few Knights that we've seen. So Knight of Cups could be, for some of you, some news or an offer that came in prior. You could have heard from someone, or there could have been some sort of opportunity that came in for you. So maybe for those of you that you're moving forward slowly, or you're taking your time with something, it could be on the love front for some of you, but others, you know, this could have just been an opportunity or news that came in that was exciting. You know, it made your heart race, it made you very happy. But for some of you, maybe you're taking your time. Others, again, you could be making that slow but steady progress. We do have the 9 of Swords in the recent past. So, I mean, the good news is that this is behind you. If you are still like having problems sleeping at night, Virgo, maybe some of you need to talk to someone. 9 of Swords can be someone who's stressing, someone who's fearing the worst, someone who's overthinking, someone who's worrying so much it's preventing them from maybe getting a good night's sleep. So when the 9 of Swords comes up, needing to put yourself first, needing to take care of you. Now, those of you that are dealing with that slow but steady energy, something happening gradually, maybe this was fear, maybe you were fearing the worst, or those of you that were tied to something or someone, you could have been stressing about maybe freeing yourself. 3 of Cups crowning you, which is interesting because we have the Knight of Cups at your foundation, and so 3 of Cups crowning you. So definitely could be reading for some Virgos where you're thinking about maybe reuniting with someone. That could be an old friend with the 3 of Cups. It could also be you thinking about going out. Maybe you want to go out. Maybe you want to have some fun. Maybe you were staying in a lot. Maybe in April. And so some of you Virgos might here in May want to get out more. 3 of Cups can be you wanting to go out and celebrate, you wanting to go out and just have fun. So that's good. I like that the 3 of Cups is crowning you. Knight of Cups, though, at your foundation, you could have offered that cup to someone. So those of you that, if this is like you reuniting with someone or that's something that you want, maybe you presented an offer to someone, Virgo, prior. And Temperance can be for some of you that this is on the love front and you're trying to maybe get back together with someone. This is you trying to make it work with that person. And for some of you, this is maybe your husband, your wife. It could be also a family matter. If it's not on the love front, it could just be a family relationship where you're trying to maybe work with someone. You know, maybe there's been disagreements within the family, something like that, Virgo. The family is very significant because around the second week we have the 10 of Cups. So for many of you that I'm reading for, this is definitely around relationship matters, family matters. So those of you that were hoping to reunite, it could be happening here around this time. This could be when maybe everybody's getting together here around the second week of May. Yeah, there could be lots of celebrations for some of you. Feeling very abundant here at this time. And then in the position of your power, I have the Queen of Pentacles. So very nice, Virgo. So I feel like financially, many of you are in a good place. This is you in a good place, no matter if you're male or female. Just maybe there's been like some relationship stuff going on. So again, that could be romantic, but it also could be family. So Queen of Pentacles here, feeling financially secure. For some of you, you're successful within your career. You're coming up very much in your element, which is very good because we had the 9 of Swords prior. So yeah, I don't feel like you're worrying any longer Virgo, you're not staying up at night. This is definitely some positive energy here for you. Again, with Temperance, things feel more balanced here in May. In the position of how those around you, friends, family, for me, normally that's those closest to you. I do have the Four of Pentacles. So again, financially, someone who's very secure. This is also a conservative energy. So some of you are maybe saving your money. You're not spending a ton here at this time. Four of Pentacles can also be, for me, it speaks about control. So this is how you're being viewed. So I mean, you could be being viewed as wanting to control certain things, but also maybe wanting to, for me, sometimes with the Four of Pentacles, you know, if you want a job done right, sometimes you have to do it yourself. And so for me, sometimes this card will come up when you're kind of taking everything on, or you want to do everything yourself because you want to maybe control the outcome, or you want it done right. And so for some of you with this Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles and also the Queen of Pentacles, you know, a little bit that's what I'm getting here. So some of you are maybe doing something yourself because you want it done right. You know, it's like, that's kind of like a typical earth sign thing. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But this also can be like hanging on. So those of you that this is on the love front, you know, some of you want to reconcile with someone. It could be happening here at this time, wanting to hang on, not wanting to release with the Four of Pentacles. And also wanting things to maybe be a certain way or happen in a certain way. In the hopes and fears, I have the Five of Swords. So again, prior, there could have been like challenges, difficulties prior with the Nine of Swords in the recent past, and then the Five of Swords in the hopes and fears. So it's almost like fearing things going wrong, fearing things being out of balance again, fearing conflicts, arguments, deception, you know, wanting to stay on top of things, wanting things to be right and not go wrong. That's what I feel like for some of you. And then energy that we have leaving the month of May, going into June, we have the High Priestess. So listen to your intuition here at this time. For some of you, meditate if you like to meditate. But let's see. With the High Priestess, for me, she's a quiet manifester. She's someone who plays her cards close to her chest. She's mysterious. And so some of you could be doing something here at this time. Maybe you're keeping it to yourself. There also could be some Virgos here at this time. Maybe you're growing spiritually, or maybe you're more focused on your spirituality, or maybe other things here at this time. I mean, you could be getting into like the tarot, using tarot cards, oracle cards, things like that for some of you. But I feel like for some of you, you know, there might have been like a family matter or relationship matters. Something, again, was out of balance. So I think that for some of you, there was like trouble or difficulties prior. And I think that this is you staying quiet. The High Priestess is like a quiet, passive energy. And so I think that some of you very much want something to turn out well. And so I think that if something's bothering you, for those of you that this is a family matter or a relationship matter, this is you won't say anything because some of you don't want to rock the boat. That's what I feel like for some of you. It's a very passive, quiet energy. Now, that's obviously not going to be for all of you. In particular, that's for those of you that there was like a family thing, a relationship thing, and maybe even a relationship ended, maybe you broke up with someone, but now you're getting back together, trying to make it work. And so this is like you very much not wanting to you know, rock the boat. For some of you, not all of you. So let's see. I'm going to clarify. I'm just seeing what I want to look at here. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at the Nine of Swords, but that is in the recent past, which is good. So clarifying the Nine of Swords for Virgo. And again, I have a couple of 10s here in the spread. So some of you are maybe completing a cycle, but I don't see anything happening super quickly for you guys. I think that, you know, things are happening for you definitely gradually here in May, which isn't always a bad thing at all, that's for sure. You have some very positive energies to work with, and the Nine of Swords is behind you. All right, so yeah, there's one. Virgo, looking at the Nine of Swords. All right, and then I want to take a look at this Four of Pentacles for Virgo. That's interesting. Okay, so Virgo, we have the Sun that just came out. I was looking at the Nine of Swords. The Sun shot out. So for some of you, you might have been worried about, again, the family, your children, a child. Three of Swords, Knight of Swords. You might have, for some of you that have older children, you might have an air sign child, so a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Maybe something happened. Maybe they broke your heart, or maybe they disappointed you with the Three of Swords. For me, it can speak about disappointment. If this isn't in regards to a child, with the Knight of Swords, someone could have acted reckless, careless. And so maybe someone broke your heart. Maybe someone hurt your feelings. It certainly could be this water sign person. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. For some Virgo females, this could have been you having a heavy heart with the Queen of Cups and the Three of Swords. So for some of you, this is behind you. I feel like if you are a Virgo female and you had a heavy heart and maybe someone acted a little careless or maybe someone hurt your feelings, I think that you are definitely healing, and this is energy that is behind you. You're leaving this behind, and you have some really positive energies here coming in for you for May. And we do have Temperance as the overall energy. So again, if you are very emotional, you're going to feel more emotionally balanced here in May for sure. This is behind you. And then looking at this Four of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords, Justice, and then the Queen of Swords. So maybe some of you Virgos were dealing with a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. Justice represents the sign of Libra. But there might have been conflicts, arguments. Again, maybe someone acting careless, reckless. Five of Swords. This can be someone who's a little bit more aggressive, someone who just wants to win. So yeah, you could have, dealt with some challenges here. And again, some of you, again, this is behind you. You might even be a Virgo who's married. There could have been arguments, deception, conflicts. If you're a Virgo woman, because I have this feminine energy here, maybe your guard is up. Maybe someone really did hurt your feelings. Some of you, though, could be reuniting with this person. Again, and that's not for everybody, but for some of you, this could be you not wanting to rock the boat or trying to put this all behind you for some of you. others, you might have a legal matter. So for some of you, you know, maybe you have like a legal dispute. Maybe you're waiting on a resolution. Maybe something happened and it wasn't fair. For some of you, that's this heavy heart. Maybe there was some sort of loss, or maybe just some sort of unfairness. But again, I think things are coming into balance, but you're also dealing with that divine timing. Something is taking a little while, but we have justice here. So if something was unfair, you know, things are going to be made right in the end. So just try to keep the faith, Virgo. Let's pull you some additional guidance cards. This is the Life Purpose Oracle deck. So I'm focusing on career first for Virgo for the month of May. All right, so focusing on love and relationship matters for Virgo for the month of May. For Virgo, focusing on love life. And as always, Virgo, over on Vimeo, I do have the Love Tarot forecast for the month of May posted over there. That link is below if you are interested. So I want the card that is upright. All right, we're going to take a look at these because I feel drawn to look at those too. So we have a little extra guidance for you Virgos on the love front, but this is the card that I feel like many of you will resonate with. All right, and so then focusing on health and well-being, and this is the Archangel Raphael Oracle deck for Virgo for the month of May. All right, lots of additional guidance, Virgo. All right, okay. Okay, so first focusing on career, we do have environmentalist. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals, which you are an earth angel, Virgo. So for some of you, I mean, you could be paying attention to the environment more here in May for some of you, but others, I mean, you could be outdoors a lot. Yeah, for some of you, you might be outdoors more here in May. You could be around animals more, Virgo, here in May. For some of you, you could be doing this with your family, because for some of you, that's what's most important here, is your relationships. So for some of you, you might be getting outdoors with your children. For some of you, that's maybe what's needed. And then we also have, this is focusing on love life, let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. And so that's very interesting, Virgo, because, if I can get it, we have this Four of Pentacles here. So again, this sometimes can speak about control. So for some of you, when this card comes up, needing to surrender, needing to go with the flow, also needing to be open-minded because maybe something's happening a little bit differently than you had planned. So needing to surrender for some of you on the relationship front, needing to go with the flow. And then we will very quickly look at these. We have getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other. Your bond deepens. And then we also have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So very nice for those Virgos that are getting into a relationship. You might be getting to know someone here. If that's the case, For some of you, it might be someone that you're already friends with. This person might have real potential, but I think that because of maybe some stuff that happened for some of you Virgos on the love front, you're taking your time. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. We have Temperance. Also, we have the High Priestess here later on. So those of you that are getting into a new relationship, yeah, just go with the flow. And I think that you are, though, with this energy that you're working with here in May. You very much are going with the flow. And I think that that's what your angels and your guides want you to do. And this is going to allow for you, Virgos, that are getting to know someone new or a friend. This is going to allow for you guys to get to know each other on a much deeper level. So this is actually very good for those of you that are getting into a new relationship. Focusing on health and well-being, we have children. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to help children. So for some of you, children are going to be very significant here in May, which we see that here very much. And what's interesting is both of these cards have a child on it, Virgo. We also have Easy Does It. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you. Or excuse me, please help me detach, retreat, and let go so that healing can occur. So, yeah, so Easy Does It for you Virgo moms or dads, maybe needing to share the responsibilities. Yeah, for some of you, maybe you're taking on too much with Easy Does It, needing some downtime if you can with your children. We have, again, children on both of these cards, which is interesting. Maybe some of you have a new baby. Yeah, maybe needing to get outdoors here with your little ones and just enjoy the weather. For some of you, it's springtime. So yeah, get outdoors, enjoy the weather, which I definitely see many of you doing. But yeah, Easy Does It. So some of you might even be maybe taking some time off of work. That might be something that's needed. Again, with Temperance, needing to bring in that balance. All right, Virgo, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great month.